And welcome everyone to another Logan Community Starcraft event brought to you by Logan, myself. In this game on Jungle Basin, we have Kirli and Nibbling facing off in the winner's bracket so far. This is the first round, so still technically the winner's bracket. And we have Kirli in the bottom right-hand corner saying "Roar" to everyone, the mighty Zerg, mining all of the minerals, or at least most of them. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the green Terran player, Nibbling. So, things to notice about this map. This is Jungle Basin. It has a small entrance to the main, and it has a backdoor natural. Not many maps have backdoor naturals. There is a set of destructible rocks at the back, so this is something important to notice. So you can fast expand, you just have to watch the back. And then out front you have this high ground ridge with watchtowers and expansions on either end. So it'll be interesting to see how this one works out long term. We have Nibbling throwing down his first supply depot, indicating he's probably going to wall off, which, considering he's up against a Zerg, is usually a pretty good idea. We do have a very fast extractor going down from Kirli. This is a little bit interesting. This would imply he's trying to do something like really fast speed for Zerglings. He wants to get some Speedlings out fast. Or perhaps he's going to go for some Baneling or Muta. So this should be pretty interesting to see. Of course, you know, if there's no workers on it, then that's a little different. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Making use of that extractor, starting to mine a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to be going for fast Zergling speed. He's only got one on gas. Hopefully by the time that this is done, he should have 100 minerals, although I think you need more than just one worker on there. But with the early spawning pool, this is a 12 pool, so you should be able to put on some decent aggression. And then we have Nibbling back here, apparently worried about some aggression and closing off that wall actually before the supply depot is done. Normally you'll just see this worker build the very next supply depot. He's throwing down a bunker. He's feeling a little bit scared, which, you know, there has been a scout actually, so this is not blind. He sees the early spawning pool, the early gas, and is taking actions appropriately. So good job there from Nibbling. Just a side note. Oh, he's gonna go. Is he gonna go for some proxies, or just checking for some expansions? Nibbling is named after the Nidus worm. He told me that before. That's what he got his name. Ooh, a proxy Rax. This could be interesting. So he's got one Rax back at home. Nothing producing though. We do have a Roach Warren going down. Maybe that's what all this gas is going to go for. He really needs to get some. Okay, he does have some workers building. That should be great. I wonder if Nibbling doesn't know that these backdoor rocks are here, because this will make a huge difference. This proxy Rax is in a great location if you could just walk right in, come back in, hang out at the main base. Sadly, that's not going to be the case. Kirli getting his overlords just kind of out in scouting positions. They're a little bit vulnerable to just some Marines, but it does give him some great information. We do have two Lings running out on the map. When a supply depot ring around the Rosie to see if things are coming up. Looks like he'll probably send some of these. Take control, just getting some good map vision. Continuing to drone up, making a few more workers, a few more Zerglings, not too much. If you look at the unit count, or the harvester count, you'll see that Kirli is ahead, and the army count is a little bit ahead as well, but nothing devastatingly so. Those Zerglings, the one's going to get picked off. The army count gets slightly equalized, and we have Nibbling continuing to go for. Ooh, is this just trying to see. It looks like he's going to be joining the other racks for a proxy. Oh, or running, but that works too. So, Kirli doing a great job, continuing to scout around the map. He is going for another expansion, or rather his first expansion. We do have Lair on its way, probably for Roach speed. He does have one Roach out, but right now, mostly the difference is workers. This difference will obviously compound itself over time. Going for Reactor. Interesting. I'm wondering if he'll have enough forces here to defend against any of the upcoming forces that we see out of Kirli. Of course, Kirli's still not building anything. He does not see anything out of Nibbling that would prevent him from continuing to drone up as hard as he would like. He's throwing down that expansion. This is called an evolution chamber, my friends. This evolution chamber, he's only got one, which is actually pretty good on 2 gas. If you're actually producing roaches, it's a little bit hard to support double ups. So interesting to see which one he goes for first. Presumably, probably attack. Carapace is usually seen more frequently in PVTs, so that's something to remember. We do have a double, or we have a reactor over here, double producing. We have 4, 5 Marines. Out here we have some Marines back home. This is a little bit of a fragile defense. He is now getting a siege tank. Or when I say a siege tank, he's building a factory most likely for a siege tank. He is remarkably down on supply, but most of that is in the worker count this time. So remember, because of mules, because of things, he is still totally in this game. However, his worker count is down. He is getting the engineering bay, going for those upgrades. Ooh, and it looks like Kirli going for the spire. He's going to go Roach? No. He's going to go Nibbling. That's not quite sure where he's going at this point. He does have a decent amount of gas banked up. If he's going Muta, yeah, he should be grabbing this other gas geyser here shortly if he's really going Muta. We do have, once again, more workers. He's starting to produce a little bit more of an army size. He is starting to catch back up in the army. We do just have a Nibbling just over here, just keeping the silent proxy over here. We do have Kirli watching these backdoor rocks. That's a good idea, actually. Surprised a little bit that Nibbling actually not electing to take this backdoor expansion. He is instead walling off here, trying to make sure that he is locked down. We do have a siege tank. He needs to be researching siege mode, for this to really help out, especially against these roaches. That will help out substantially. But when Kirli going for a 3rd expansion, or most likely going for a 3rd expansion, continuing to drone up, massing up some additional drones. Those first mutas popping out, rallying into the corner. A little bit interesting placement. There is that extra gas geyser going down. He's getting a little bit worried about banshees, I think. He's throwing down some spore crawlers. Given how little he's seen out of Nibbling, given the timing, it's a little bit late for when banshees and drops could be coming, but it's still something always that's good to be prepared for. We do have another one back home, 3 of them back home, so he is very prepared. That actually should have, well, he's been macroing pretty hard, so that has not hurt his worker count at all, but keep in mind each one of these, that's 125 minerals because it takes a drone, and he just effectively killed 6 workers for him. Ooh! Okay, so we have an attack back here. We have all of the forces from Kirli coming back. He's going to try to attack them right after they break down these rocks. These mutas should pull back immediately. Mutas against Marines is not a pretty picture for the mutas. Surprised that Nibbling has not scanned at all. He's not done anything of the like. We have a few more reinforcements back here. And it looks like these lings, depending on the micro from Nibbling, could actually cause quite a bit of damage. He needs to stutter step. He needs to take this back. He's just taking it. Just going to start focusing everything down. That was a pretty bad engagement for Nibbling. He does scout this proxy rack, so it looks like this is probably going to go down. He does successfully cancel all of those, so the army count goes down substantially. There's probably, once this attack was scouted, it perhaps would have been better to move a different area, take off in a different direction, and that barracks didn't get quite enough scouting information. So Nibbling is definitely behind at this point in the game. He's doing okay, so it's still behind in the worker count. The double worker count difference is actually really what's going to put him behind as the game goes on. He's down to 43 versus 115. However, Kirli has no idea what is going on at all in his base. All that he knows is that there's these buildings right here. He's got Nibbling has 2 siege tanks up front. Look at the range on that. Anything that tries to come up these ramps is going to have quite a bit of time. We do have a large flock of mutalisks. That's right, because mutalisk comes in flocks. They don't come in herds. They're not murdered. I guess they could be a murder, you know, like crows, a murder of crows. And here comes the muta counterattack. All of the workers from Nibbling getting focused down. No reaction yet out of Nibbling. It looks like, okay, he is bringing the Marines forward, but the worker count's actually down only to 8. The Marines are going to chase these off. He's going to come over here to this expansion, take out all the workers here before retreating. He should be safe. There's only 6 Marines here. While Marines are quite good against mutas, I don't think I think the mutas could have taken that. And Nibbling, noticing that all of his economy is gone. And although it was a valiant effort, looks like the victory is going to go to Kirli. So, good game, everyone. It'll be interesting to see, again, as this tournament, the Starcraft 2 for Life tournament, continues to go forward. We look forward to watching Kirli in the winner's bracket, and we'll be watching Nibbling as he continues on in the loser's bracket. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll have some more games for you here.